Hey lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about what I keep inside my A5 sized disc planner. So if that's something that you're interested in, stay tuned. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It is Ashton with Plan with Ash. And today we are going to be discussing what I keep inside my A5 sized disc planner. Now, most people have an A5 size planner on rings or as a traveler's notebook, but I am switching from Happy Planner and I refuse to give up my discs. I love my discs. I love that they are so versatile and I can pop things in and out of my planner and I can move them around to work what's best for me. And so I have had a ton of questions about what I keep in my A5 sized planner. Now, at the beginning of the year, you would have seen that I started this year with a Happy Planner Mini, and I realized I just didn't have enough space in it. I know I stated in my previous video that when I first started with Happy Planning, I was in a classic sized planner and I realized that I just had a whole lot of space that wasn't getting used. I don't mind white space in my planners. That doesn't bother me at all. But what bothers me is I felt like I had so much room to write all this stuff and I didn't have enough to write in it. So I felt like I was wasting half the planner and I wasn't getting the use out of it that I could have been getting. So I moved to a mini at the beginning of this year, and I was in my mini for 3 months before I realized that yes, I loved the smaller size, but I felt like I didn't have enough room to write what I needed to write in it. So all through April, I pretty much abandoned my planner. I wasn't happy with it. I wasn't planning, and for me, that meant that I was off track with a lot of things, and I did not like that feeling. So all of April, I had been searching for what I could have gone to make it work for me to get back to my planning. Someone had suggested in one of my Happy Planner Facebook groups that I try an A5 size. So I printed off a couple A5 sized free printables and I realized this was the perfect size for me. It's not too big, it's not too small. In the immortal words of Goldilocks, it was just right. So I went on a search the last half of April to search for shops that had A5 sized printables. More searching entailed, and Ashton remembered that one of her favorite planner shops, Fancy Plans Co., has A5 sized planner printables. So I went on, I looked, and she had them where you could customize them, where you could have no punch, hole punch, or disc punch, which of course made my planner heart so happy. So I went on and I ordered a bunch of things. I think I ended up spending over $200 on this setup. I am beyond happy with it. So everybody has been asking what's in it. So I figured why not create a video, and it'd be a perfect time to come back to YouTube with my A5 sized setup. And I cannot wait to share this with you guys. Now, disclaimer. Everything in this beautiful planner will be linked down in the description below. So if I do miss something by happen chance that you want to know where it comes from, please let me know. I have no problem answering questions. You can ask me in the comments below, and I would be more than happy to tell you where I got it from. So let's get started. The cover and the discs are both Fancy Plans Co. This is her transparent charcoal plastic discs in 1.5. This is their frosted poly cover. I love it so much that I am getting ready to order a black one, a pink one, and their black leatherette cover, because I have several other planners in the works for this size. But this works perfect for my planner right now because of this aesthetic right here. You can see my name on the side, my vellum sheet here. and you can see my vision board through it as well, which this to me is everything. So that works perfect for me. So yes, cover and discs are from Fancy Plans Co. Inside we have, again, my vellum sheet with my name on it. I love it. Then we have my vision board, which this is a mini Happy Pages page protector, photo protector, something protector from Happy Planner, and I popped it in here. And then we get into our sections. So first section is goals. I have my word of the year, my 30 things to do while 30, my goals for this year. This is from Mary Ann Cresp's website. And then I have my mom's goals on the back. So I keep track of the weight that I want to lose and how many days I'm in the gym, social media tracking, and subscriber tracking. These are my goals for May. And then I have year in color. This is from a pack that I got, a self-care pack off of Etsy, and I cannot remember the shop for the life of me right now, but it will be listed in the description below. The next thing we have is our writers section, and the only thing I have in here is character overviews. This is my reading section, so I have a tracker here that I made at the beginning of this year. I want to read 100 books before the end of the year. So I was inspired by Marian Cresp. I know I'm butchering that. I will link it in the shop down below, and I am so sorry. But I'm a visual person, so seeing the cover of the book will remind me whether I've read it or not, because I'll remember what the cover looks like. So this is now how I'm tracking them. I don't track them like this anymore. I also track it on Goodreads, so like I'm double covered. So I do those. These go to this. I am part of the Creating Co. book club. This year our theme is Into the Bookverse. Paige did such a fantastic job setting this up. And it honestly makes me think of Mario from when I was a kid, and that was my favorite video game to play. So it's very theme-based, and then she does reading challenges and readathons throughout the year, and they have different themes that go along with the Bookverse. All these stickers go with these, and then the challenge prompts are on the back. I absolutely love this. I do have a separate reading planner that has all of the readathon stuff in. I only keep the yearly one in here because it's for the full year. So I have all year to finish it, whereas with the readathon ones, you get 1 week to finish them, and then I transfer it out. This is a sheet which I actually created a new sheet on Canva. I just have not printed it. Right now, this is just, I wrote everything out so that I could put it on the sheet that I was working on for Canva. And these are all the books that I currently own. The next one is my watch section. But I am writing all of my favorite TV shows here, things that I constantly come back to. And I've had several people ask me about my favorites for TV series. So I'm going to do a completely individual TV series tracker just for things that I'm watching to answer those questions. So TV tracker, which obviously there are none on the back. Then I just have, what is this? Blank lined paper. This is Fancy Plan Co. So shows that I want to watch, so that if I'm in the middle of something or somebody recommends something to me, I still have a place to write it down that I can go back to when I finish a series and I'm like, oh, I want to watch this. And then I can start that. And then I have a movies tracker. And then there's the back page of that. And then we get into the next top tab. This is today. Most of my tabs are at the beginning of the monthly. All of them except for my today tab. My today tab is because if my planner is closed and I need to immediately get to my catch-all, all I have to do is pull up my top tab and bam, this week's spread. So we have our catch-all, which I am using Fancy Plans vertical on 2 pages. The next section is library, a 1-page weekly planner to do for the library. But this is my normal setup for work because I got this from Squidward Plans. And actually, now that I'm seeing this, I need to check something off because I'll forget it later. This is from Squidward Plans, and this is her work week, horizontal work week or something like that. Or maybe it's just called work week. And I will link that down below as well. Printed and punched for the month of May. Now I have the rest of them in my desk drawer, but obviously I'm not keeping them all in here. I only keep 1 month in here at a time. So there's that. In here is in my library section is my social, is a social tab. So we keep track of all the TikTok sounds that we like, that we want to use for the library, things that I need to add to Pinterest, things I need to add to YouTube, or any ideas that we might possibly want to use. I have a projects and ideas section. Bookie Monsters is my teen book club that I started at the library. Next section is our shelf life section. We have a newsletter at the library that comes out every other month, and I keep track of who gets emails, who gets a paper copy, and then how many we need to actually like print, because we hand them out when like a new patron comes, or if anybody asks like what's happening at the library, we have something to give them that has all the information in it. Now, I can't exactly, because I keep track of all of that stuff. This has all my personal information for some of our patrons on it. So I keep a checklist of when they go out and what needs to happen when a new one is ready to be published. Plus I have a little ideas section here. The next one we have is summer reading. So these always get done on scrap paper because they're bags that I have to put together for summer reading. So these will eventually come out. The only thing that stays in here is these month on one page. These are also Fancy Plans Co. And I love them because they have the full month on them. You have some writing like notes here that you can use. And then the whole back page is notes. So that works perfectly for me for summer reading. When I saw these on her website, I was like, yes, I need those. The last little subcategory that I have in library is admin. Admin, I'm not going to be able to show you because it has all of our personal library information stuff. It's got passwords. It's got, like I can show you this because this is just a checklist that we have to go through every month. It has to happen at the beginning of the month within that first week of the month. And then we have stuff that has to happen during that last week of the month to make the library run smoothly. That's where all the admin stuff comes in. The next section that I have in my planner is my health section. So I found this on Pinterest and I loved it and I printed it. So it is the cover page for my health section. And then it goes into my health planner, which is also Fancy Plans Co. And it is her subject style layout. So this was the first week. Well, this was the last week of April because May was on Sunday. I decorated this and then I realized this was awfully busy for me. So this week I went way more basic. So I have 2 stickers on here which match my weekly for this same week. And basically I'm using pencil, and then as I know this is definite, they get written in pen, but basically how I want this layout to start working for me, because I went from having this section be my workout section to I need to track everything that's within this section. So that's when I went to the subject style. So my workouts are with body, skincare is down here because I don't track my food. And then my Bible study, which is my soul section. And then my mind section is actually blank. This is basically what I've been using as decoration or extra notes. And then groceries. So I guess technically I could have put groceries up here to align with food, but sometimes I need both boxes, which happen to be at the bottom. So that's why it's at the bottom. So as you can see, it's very blank. And I don't honestly know if I'm going to decorate next week's or if I'm going to stay more on the minimal side. I do like the way that I have this flowing. But again, there are still certain kinks that have to be worked out. So that's why it's blank. Then we have my bodies tab. So So this says my goal weight is not a number or a size. I just want to look good naked. Which this has now become my workout section. So I also bought these on Fancy Plans Co. And these are her, I think this is her workout and food log tracker inserts. So on one side you have the workout that you did, the middle has time, and then food log on this side. My body section, I also have my weight loss tracker. So then I have a measurements page, and then I have a health wish list. The next subsection I have is food. This meal planner and recipe kit is from Fancy Plans Co. The next subsection is skincare, and I have my routine tracker in here, and then I'm getting ready to restart my skincare routine. So that will go in here, and then I have a little sheet that I found on Pinterest. It's called Makeup Expiration Guide, because I have very sensitive skin, and I need to make sure that when I buy makeup, I'm only keeping it for the amount of time that you're supposed to keep makeup. And then the next subsection I have is Soul. This one's super easy. These are from Fancy Plans, and they are her daily text pages. So I write the date, I write the scripture, and then I write out what the verse of the day is. I have a Bible app that tells me the verse of the day, and that's where I get this. The last subsection in my health section is my mind section. So for me, anything that clouds my mind, anything that I'm constantly worrying about, basically this is like a brain dump / journal section. So I have journaling pages in here, and then I have journaling prompts. Now I have like 6 more journaling prompt pages. I took them out because I only use one set at a time. The next category I have in my planner is my social category. I am using the horizontal dashboard layout from Fancy Plans Co. I honestly thought I was going to hate this. But I had been part of a group on Fancy Plans that I had been seeing a lot of these layouts, and I kind of fell in love with it. I still thought that I would hate it, but I wanted to try it. So I got 1 month of this layout, and I have already gone on and ordered the rest of the year. The next thing I have in here is social media trackers. This is from a social media bundle off of an Etsy shop, and I don't remember what it's called, but it will be linked down in the description below. I have a password tracker, which obviously I was covering up because y'all don't need to know my passwords. Then I have 3 subsections within my social media section. So I have Plans with Ash, which is what this is. My Instagram is also Plans with Ash, which is why it says Plans with Ash, and then YouTube is the last subsection, because they have the same name. They're 2 different platforms, but they follow the same thing. But I need 2 different spaces to track them. That's why there's 2 different ones. Please don't come at me. So Plans with Ash has a social media feed planner in it. I have a list of reel ideas that I think would be cool, hashtag trackers. The second subsection is Ashton's Finds, which has my sales tracker in it, a list of master to-dos, the description of the pictures for that picture, for that post, not that picture. And then this is a list of thrift stores that I want to try. It's a whole thing. If you have questions about that, please let me know. And then the last one is YouTube. So in my YouTube section, I have a video checklist. This is from a store on Etsy as well. And then I have a master to-do list, things that I need to do for my YouTube channel, and then a list of video content ideas. So I have mine broken down by types of videos. So I have planner videos, which obviously I have a lot of planner video ideas. This is also planner video ideas. And then this is a series idea. And then this is blank, obviously. And then one of the video ideas, end of the month, which is a series idea, I'm going to have blank pages in the back behind this one. That will be a list of things that follow that series idea. Next section that I have is my home section. I have 4 subcategories that go with this section. Right now, I only have 3 tabs in because the 4th tab is holiday, and I only put it in here when we get close to Thanksgiving, Christmas time, because there's a whole hell of a lot of things that have to be tracked for that. So it doesn't have anything in it. So I just popped it out and put it in my drawer to pop back in when I need it. So the inside the main part of home is a birthday tracker and a project sheet. The first subcategory is pet, which there is nothing in here right now. The next one is cleaning. So I have a yearly maintenance checklist. I have a clean home, happy home checklist, and a cleaning schedule checklist. The cleaning schedule checklist actually comes from cmom.com, which I will link in the description below. And then the last subsection of this section is Fiona. Fiona is my car, guys. So all things car maintenance will go in here. The next category I have is budget. So these are all the bills that I have. And then on the back of that sheet is an expense tracker. The only side tab that I have for this is debt. And then the last category I have in my planner is my others category. So I keep track of, I have like a baby name tracker back here, but I also have all my passwords back here, which is why I'm kind of leaving this set up, because you can't really see the password thingies, but I can't exactly just flip it over because I have some on the back as well. So let's see if we can do this. Ha! Okay, so also have a password tracker. All my password tracker, by the way, are from Fancy Plans Co., because that's where most of my inserts are from. And then the only subcategory I have in my others is my wish lists, and I keep a section of different wish lists in here. And then this little pin loop is from Amazon. I will try to link it down below. I bought a pack of 12 many years ago, and I'll be honest, I don't know if it's still there. So there's that. So that is everything that is in my planner. That's everything, guys. Like, that's everything in here. And there are certain sections that obviously need more things, like I need to add my pet planner in here and things like that. But she is already chunky, so I'm trying to decide if I need to break down and just go with expander discs on her, or if I just want to take some things out. Let's be honest, I'll probably switch to expander disc, which means finding expander discs that I like to go with my aesthetic. So that is everything that I have. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments down below. You can also find me on Instagram at xo.planswithashton. And I am excited to be back on YouTube. So I will see you guys next week for another video. Bye, guys.